Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my Jaguar XK8. So you join me here for a bit of a drive. So in the second lockdown, we're allowed to leave our homes to go for exercise. And it's not just our human beings that need a bit of exercise. Our cars need to get out and get a bit of exercise too. And particularly the XK8 for one reason, and that's to keep the battery charged up. So one of the XK8's ailments is that it discharges the battery over time, and then when you start it back up again, you get all sorts of traction control problems and that kind of thing. So giving it a bit of a run today, but because of the rules that are around in this lockdown, you're not supposed to go too far out of your local area, or actually to stay in your local area. So where I live is at one end of an area that's known as the Surrey Hills. So I thought what might be quite fun to give the car and me a bit of a workout is to try and get to a few of these hills in my local area here and see if I can get to the top of them and do a few peaks in one day. I mean, they're not very big, so it's not that much of a challenge, but something to do and something to try and keep me in shape as well as the car over this time. So I'm based in Leth Hill, and Rygate's the next town over. So the first one we're going to go to is Ryegate Hill. So this is the way up to Ryegate Hill, and it's less than ideal weather today, a bit slippery underfoot and a little bit rainy in the air, but hopefully it will brighten up a bit later. But even though this is a bit narrow and a bit speed bumpy at this section, there's quite a nice one-way section at the top which goes up to 40 miles an hour, which is quite nice just for burning up. So we'll do that shortly. Bit busy here. Okay, so this is the one-way section. Use the manual gears for this, I think. Mindful out for people. Ah, boo. It's a short but sweet blast up there. Shame that it was a bit busy. I'm just walking up Ryegate Hill now, and there's beautiful views over Ryegate from the car park, which I took a little video of, but there's some more interesting stuff the further you go up, so I'll see if I can bring some of that to you in a sec, if I can make it and not be too out of breath. So one place worth talking about at the top of Ryegate Hill is this Ryegate Fort. It was built in the 1800s to protect against perhaps an invasion by the French, and certainly from the top here you can kind of see that it has quite commanding views over the land to the south, almost to the South Downs in fact. And well, being up here you get a sense of what it must have been like at the top of this hill for the people stationed here, and there's still some weapons storerooms and barracks and things like that. There's not really too much to see, but there is a huge comms tower there which spoils it slightly, but yeah, certainly interesting stuff to see along the way, and yeah, just amazing views around here. So yeah, we'll carry on and see what else there is to see. So another thing worth coming to see if you ever come to Ryegate Hill is this clearing here. So it was made by a World War II bomber, or an American World War II bomber, that actually crash landed into the side of the hill on the way back from a mission, presumably. And it's quite a good memorial actually, because they've left these wingtips. Well, they've made them out of wood as a reminder of just how big these bombers were that served in the Second World War. And as you kind of stand here at the site, you see the big sort of gap in the trees. You wonder whether that was there before, or if it was made as the plane sort of careened its way into the side of the hill. And I suppose it's a stark reminder that, you know, we haven't always lived in peacetime in this country, and there's stuff like that fort and this memorial here, which is a good reminder of that. So I'll continue our walk now, and hopefully something a bit more light-hearted for the next thing to see. So we reached the sort of final part of the Ryegate Hill tour that I'm quickly going to do before heading back to the Jag. But from up here, right near this thing called the English Memorial, which is just behind me, you'll probably be able to see it there. Just amazing views of south of the North Downs here, and just incredible countryside stretched out in front of you, as far as the eye can see really, until you can see sort of the South Downs in the distance. But the interesting thing about the English Memorial, which I don't really know anything about, is the number of cows near it, so I'll see if I can get a bit closer to them without them sort of charging at me. There's those cow poo on the floor as well. Try not to tread in that, but I don't know if you can see one just there. It's a hairy thing, and some more over there, look. So we'll leave these guys to it and head back to the car and move on to the next site. So okay, back at the Jag now, and the next stop I think is Box Hill, so make our way over there now and see what's there. So just on the way up to Box Hill now, and I've just turned up a road called Zigzag Road. Now this road, as the name suggests, is a bit windy and there's a few hairpins on it, and it's very popular with cyclists. So this actually formed part of the Olympic cycle route back in 2012. So people kind of want to come and reenact the British success during those Olympics. So people are kind of going up and down here all day. So it's not exactly, Stelvio Pass, it's not one of the world's greatest driving roads, but it's still quite cool just to sort of drive up and go around the hairpins. For the speed bumps. Now at Box Hill, I think. So Zigzag Road brings you out the top of Box Hill, and you can see the roads that are continuing behind me. But the viewpoint from here is actually really nice, but it's actually really busy considering we're in a lockdown. There's loads and loads of people behind me there, so I'm not getting any closer than this. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's much more to see up here, so I'm just going to drive down that road again, go around those hairpins, and then move on to the next place. Okay, so the next place we're going to is Leth Hill. Leth Hill is somewhere where I go quite regularly with my cars, not because it's particularly a great driving road or anything, but it's normally quite quiet, so it's quite a good place to film. So I took the MG there the other week in the rain, so have a look at that video. It's only a short one if you haven't seen that already. Quite enjoyed that. So we'll head over there now. One thing I was going to say about Box Hill, there is actually another fort here, Box Hill Fort. I've no idea if it's in the same sort of network as the Ryegate Fort or not, but I haven't got time to have a look today. But that's another thing to see up here if you're ever over this way. So I'm going to make a move now and head towards Leth Hill. So we're just on the way to Leth Hill now, and it's evident that we've had quite a lot of rainfall over the last week or so. There's a lot of standing water on the roads, leaf litter everywhere, and it's a bit slippery actually. But we're going along a road which I went along the other day, and there's a few places to sort of pull in and stuff. But the problem is that once you get to a certain point, the road was closed the other week. So I don't know whether the road that we need to take is going to still be closed. It might be that we have to cut it a bit short this this particular hill, but we'll see how we go. Certainly trying to just concentrate on getting through these narrow roads at the moment, traffic coming the other way. Not quite as many cyclists on this hill as Box Hill, but I suspect that's probably to do with the conditions of the road, a bit slippy for bike tyres, I think. Right, so the weather really turned from earlier on when it was sunny, and arrived at Leth Hill and parked the car in a car park called the Landslip car park. I hope it doesn't mean because it's actually prone to landslips, because that would be unfortunate. But unfortunately, I think what I've done is taken the steepest way up. I've only been going 5 minutes, but I think it's 3/4 of a mile to go. I hope it's worth it. Right, I think we're nearly at the top now. You can see the tower ahead of me. So we made it to the top, to Army's Leth Hill Tower, and the view up here, even though the weather's bad, is still pretty spectacular. And it's odd because it was sunny earlier, so you've got patches of sort of blue sky. I don't know if you'll be able to see a little patch of blue over there. But then in the valley, which the tower overlooks, kind of over that way, you can see there's kind of a clear patch, and then it kind of, the view disintegrates into mist and rain, where the rain is really coming down. So that's pretty much my tour of the a few of the Surrey hills. I mean, this is only a small part of it, and I'm right on the sort of eastern side of Surrey, so I only get a little way into the hills really to class it as a local area. But yeah, it's been really good fun. Good to get the Jag out and on some roads I wouldn't normally take it on. Needs a thorough clean now, but yeah, just trying to see what I can do in this lockdown to keep using my cars, to keep making these videos. Hopefully this has been a bit different for you, keep you entertained. But for now, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. See you later. Bye bye. Way down is just as tricky.